Greetings, Galactic Earth Federation 33 of the 144 of the Illuminated Hearts, living from our divine I Am presence, here now, in the dawning of the golden age of New Earth. We are on day 50 of anchoring in the New Earth energies into the grid, as our crystalline, Christ-conscious bodies are being prepared for heaven on earth. Star blossoms blooming into the 5D energies of the new Eden, the new Jerusalem of eternal bliss consciousness. And remember, day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. I am infinite light. I am the way, the truth, and the life. I am the presence of God in action, the emanation of the still white magnetic light at the center of all things, which is omnipresent and omniscient, which is everywhere. Heaven on earth is a collective, co-creative consciousness of living our true heart's desire. If you'd like to understand this concept on a deeper level, you can read Frank Tipler's book, The Physics of Immortality, and he explains these concepts through the eyes of science and religion merged, using the theories of the holographic universe and simulation theories, and how infinitely expanding Creator Source learns as it experiences and expands into the omega points, that we are on the precipice of this great breakthrough, this compression breakthrough, what we call rapture or the event. And we are in these energies, and we are manifesting these together in our pure consciousness, our pure awareness, what we call Buddha consciousness, Christ consciousness, or cosmic consciousness, many names pointing to the same moon of enlightenment. And this is what every master of every timeline and throughout history, or her story, have taught to humanity and consciousness, such as Zen Master Bankei, that taught one thing his whole life, that all beings are born perfectly awakened Buddhas. There is nothing to attain, there is nothing to achieve, but what we do through the power of that conscious awareness, of our pure awareness of the unborn mind of Buddha, our true self, we then have the power, living from that center, to manifest the Pure Land, or what we call heaven on earth, the golden age. And to assist our team of earth angelics, I've released today, day 8 of our 33-day journey of the discourses of the I Am Presence on Patreon. And also we released my sacred condor and I transmitting a powerful meditation called the Golden Spiral. And my goddess and I, as we transmitted this powerful meditation, we both were on fire. We felt the power of our chi, of our passion, and our love for each other and for all of humanity and Gaia and all her children. If you're on our Patreon, you can go listen to that now, or you can join us on patreon.com/Prime Disclosure. And this is the first time that my sacred condor and I give a transmission together, and you can get the transmission of the Magdalene energies, the Shakti energies coming through her sacred voice. Many people are receiving these activations of the Hieros, Gamos, of the divine union, of the sacred union, of the eagle, the condor, the Shakti, the Shiva, the Christos, the Magdalene, divine union of the divine counterparts, which emanates through the voices of love, of truth, of faith, of courage. So here it is, beloved beings of light. We all want the same thing, to love and to be loved, and for happiness. Happiness for ourselves, happiness for each other, and happiness for all beings, living in peace, joy, bliss, happiness, abundance, in all ways. Happiness is having a happy thought right now. So think about what makes you happy, what brings you joy, And here it is. Here's the thing. If we are an infinite conscious co-creator manifesting this dream, we have an eternity to play. Would you sit in the void facing the wall forever? Or would you paint the most beautiful picture, create the most beautiful symphony? And that is what the Hieros, Gamos, the divine union, this is the time as art. Your life is an art. Start living your passion and living your life, tapping into your genius with your full, infinite, multi-dimensional self, with the power of the I Am presence, which is the eternal light, the eternal life within, the kingdom of heaven within. So we hope that is a little golden nugget of truth that will help activate you to step into your glory, into your power and your passion of what feeds your soul, what feeds your spirit. We are freeing ourselves from the cage, as the cage human animal, to be a wild, free spirit of the light, of freedom, of passion, of joy. You can do this, angels. Rise up, step up, live from your heart, speak your truth. I was the dragon sitting in the cave, facing the wall, sitting in the void, in total stillness, untouchable. And my queen pulled me out of that cave, opened my heart, my Magdalene, my Shakti, so I could live this passionate life and live my true heart's delight, my true heart's desire. And everything I do is for my goddess, my condor, and her 3 crystal children. So thank you all for supporting us on this mission. Thank you all for your pledges on Patreon, for your donations, so I can keep giving you my art, so I can keep transmitting from my soul, from our heart. And we have many great things to come if you hang in there with us and you start living this art, the art we call your life in all things. Because, beloved beings of light, time is art now on the new earth energies, and we rise together as conscious co-creators of the divine matrix, the holy water, the Holy Spirit, feeling into these energies with great passion and great power. Today we had many powerful activations. What appeared on the Schumann resonance, we had white blast of light of 24 hertz and a 17 hertz. A lot of intense energy. The weather has been intense. We had a volcanic explosion, Mount Etna in Italy, with the ash and smoke erupting 11,000 feet into the air, and an intense weather with this winter storm through Texas. I've read reports of over 4 million people being without power. So our hearts, our prayers, and our love go to everyone, every living being that is suffering through these great earth changes. As we're in and traversing through this 4th density, if you listen to yesterday's transmission from the Hathors through Tom Kenyon about being in the chaotic node, but remember this, ultimately what seems like chaos from a higher dimensional level is still harmony, but at a more complex level. And as we shift in between frequencies and between dimensions, it's like cymatics, when you have this perfect resonant tone and it creates perfect geometry. As it shifts into the higher frequency, you see this, what appears, we call it seemingly chaos, but there is an order within that chaos. The Tao is always accomplishing everything, but never in a hurry. And you'll see as it, in the cymatics, as the energy shifts to a new resonance, say from 3D to 5D, it manifests a more complex sacred geometry, and it keeps that pattern while it stays in that resonance, in that frequency. So as we travel through what we call in-between worlds, holding the tone, holding the frequency of love, of truth, of divinity, of connection, unity, cosmic consciousness, as our holy temples, our sacred vessels are prepared and upgraded to these new frequencies, what we call the 12-strand crystalline DNA of the 144, 12 by 12, Now, over the last 24 hours, we had 127 M1.5 or greater earthquakes. The most powerful in the sacred portal, Kamarai, Greece, 5.5 magnitude. There were several activations in Greece earlier today in the Galapagos Triple Junction, which is an area west of the Galapagos Islands, which are part of Ecuador, South America, north of the equator in the tropics. We had a 4.7 at 8 UTC, 2.206 latitude, 101.811 longitude. Then in Vanuatu, 5.1, Indonesia, 5.166 code, 599 kilometers depth, Russia 5.3, Puerto Rico 3.5, a mirror of each other, the 88 code of the Lyran's Gate, the Lemurian 5, in opposite sectors of the field. Japan 4.3 on the Ring of Fire, the Philippines 4.5, Indonesia 4.1, Tonga 5.2, Japan 4.9, Vanuatu 5.0, Vanuatu 4.9, south of Fiji 4.9, then in the crown of Lemuria, Aleutian Islands, Indonesia 5.4, then another activation of 3.6, Aleutian Islands. So we have the 99 code, the 9910 Gree, the sky beings. We had 4.3 in Greece, and then the 5.5, the most powerful, 3 hours ago in Greece, the sacred portal, and then another 4.5, 9 codes, the Council of 9 coming in, and then a 5.3 in Papua New Guinea. So we have all these activations again with the Lemurian energy rising, the Magdalene, the divine feminine, the goddess. Every day she is ascending and rising higher and higher up the spiral. And the transmission through the guided meditation on our Patreon page is the golden spiral, activating your crystalline Christos DNA through the sacred spiral. And you can visualize this now emanating out from the central sun in the center of your being, what we call 0 point or the neutral point, or the still white magnetic light at the center of your being. And the original emanation is of the gold crystalline frequency. In India we say Om in Sanskrit. In the beginning was the word, was the sound, the frequency, and then became the sound of light. We continue now with the Sabian symbols for today. Right now the moon is at 29 degrees 30 minutes Aries. The sun is at 28 degrees 38 minutes Aquarius. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 0 degrees Aries, a duck pond and its brood. The current Sabian symbol for the sun, 29 degrees Aquarius. Butterfly emerging from a chrysalis. From astrologyweekly.com, from Divine Sister of the Light S.A. Smith. Schumann resonance spiking, magnetosphere swirling with incoming energies. This time of day seems to be the time lately when the energies begin to grow. We watched the Schumann resonance react over the last few hours, but now they are layering into our atmosphere and beginning to be felt by you. Big energies again, bringing big changes in your system. Head pressure, limb pain, heart chakra, hot and cold fluctuations, head in the clouds feeling, tiredness. These are just a few of the symptoms you may experience with the latest wave of energies. Your body is being upgraded and prepared to be able to hold and transmute more energies as you grow and evolve. It may feel like this is a never-ending story, but it's really just part of our new reality. These energies won't always be this extreme, but they will always be around from this point on to allow you to grow into the amazing ascended being that you truly are. You are amazing. Breathe, hydrate, rest, and connect into you. Heart chakra upgrades and heart ascension symptoms happening now. Quick energy upgrade. The energies, although not massive, are causing some big ascension symptoms right now with the collective, being felt big time right now with the heart, a heaviness in the chest, shortness of breath, and a poking sensation in the chest. You got this. A girl in the universe.com. Today from Isis Channelings, Happy Basant Panchami. Today, the 16th of February, is celebrated as Basant Panchami in India and marks the arrival of spring. It is dedicated to goddess Saraswati, consort of Brahma, creator god of the universe. For it is she who brings his creations to life via the creative arts, and is thus known as the goddess of wisdom, holds the Vedas in her hands, knowledge, learning, skills, creative arts, and music, holds a Veena. Her mount is the swan, which stands for the discernment between right and wrong. People dress in the color yellow as they pay homage to her, yellow symbolizing the new blossoming of life, as the mustard fields are awash with their brilliant yellow blooms, and also the time when the sun's rays become stronger, stirring the life force energy of Mother Earth and her children. Goddess Saraswati is one of the Tridevi, triple goddesses of the Trinity of Parvati, Lakshmi, and Saraswati, to new beginnings, creativity, and growth. Happy Basant Panchami. From Divine Sister of the Light Valerie A. Elster. Energy Update 2:16, opening the Pleiadian gates 333, 2:23, new galactic cycle starts. From Divine Sister of the Light Jalel Awen. Twin Flames reunion is imminent. Love is in the air. Reunions of pair bonds counterparts are happening at increasingly accelerated rates as the previous veils are lifted, and you can see, feel, and claim each other again. What once felt like very real and valid reasons to not be together, to be together yet not fully and completely, to not find or draw each other in the physical, to have push-pull patterns with each other. These barriers are now being dissolved by the Divine's all-consuming desire to experience reunion again. The separations are as sacred as the reunions. The separations offer a full landing in self. What is learned and accessed within during this alone time is so precious and important to the transactability of the bond on heart, body, soul, mind levels once you do come together. The deepening of the sacred union within you, the cultivation of connection between your inner masculine and inner feminine. This union within is a temporary experience of an internal opposite, provides a template for your beloved when they return to you. If you are currently single, you can trust that the process you are undergoing to heal yourself on all levels, be with the beloved within, and connect to the Divine as your beloved is the most important ground you can navigate in readiness for sacred union with your counterpart. Surrendering the timing of that reunion to the Divine allows for an experience of joy, goodness, and even bliss in that singleness rather than suffering, angst, and pain. This is the ongoing journey of sacred union, being invited to let go of fear, distrust, wounding, and separation-based relationship templates from 3D, to feel and heal the deep pain of separation within you that we all have, the shock that reverberates within your very DNA and at a collective level from that original separation moment from your pair bond, your twin and counterpart, the reeling feeling of being cast out away from your beloved at the soul family monad level before you individuate into your meta-soul, and the veil of amnesia comes down so that you can truly be an individuated consciousness. The masculine torn away from his beloved feminine, and she from him, seemingly severed in an abrupt way that was so unnatural in the moment, shocking, and yet completely necessary to the ongoing unfolding of the Divine duality experiment, and then always seeming to be reaching again for each other with an active ache, to be in that union again, reeling and reaching in repeated patterns over and over, lifetime after lifetime, until the one lifetime where you choose to truly be together in full conscious commitment and finally complete the cycle of reeling and reaching. This lifetime is the one that many pair bonds are choosing to come back together in the physical again. The ultimate reason is always for the service of love, and two, with the Divine. It is not for ego reasons at the 3D level or even for the gratification of the individuals, although it is very nourishing to both. It is during this time of humanity's ascension, during this dark night moving into the light of day, during this time of matrix collapse to finally be free again, This is the now for which pair bonds are most needed to be again in union. If you have chosen for this reunion experience as deeply connected to your service of love here, and the primary way for which you will serve the divine, you have probably felt the call to sacred union, reunion, for most of your life, and felt your counterpart with you in a deep way, even if you have not met yet in this life. You may experience this as a deep sense of missing something, and that you are not quite complete, even as you may experience great fulfillment and self-love, worth, in being by yourself. From GalacticFederation.com. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Diane Langlois Stallings. Free awesome energy surge will boost your body and soul for February 17th. Hey, you're already signed up for this one. It's a cosmic bonus for all of humanity, the whole planet, this Wednesday. Dare I sound a little odd, perhaps according to old paradigms? My friends and I have been feeling shifts of energy in ourselves for months, if not years, sometimes electrical tingling sensations, or a tremor in one ear or elsewhere, or high-pitched hum, a fatigue when there's no good reason for it, or feeling spacey, altered in a new way. We have felt any number of new vibrations. Maybe you have too. Certainly hospital nurses, EMTs, policemen, and women have always observed the way behaviors are heightened and challenges are amplified during the full moon energy. These shifts of energy are not brand new to us. Some of us feel them more than others. If Wednesday, February 17th, 2021 feels odd, different, extra emotional, or amazingly peaceful, you will know it is simply an energy adjustment, for we are electrical beings, and the whole universe is electrical. I heard about this upcoming event from my friend Dr. James Martin Peebles, who says, "You are one big, beautiful family upon the earth. God bless you indeed. We love you so very much. There is a coming up of the earth in this year of 2021 on the day of February 17th, an electrical charge of energy that is going to drive the planet in a new direction. It's going to be a surge of energy that is going to be quite powerful, and it may have you feeling giddy and happy and laughing hysterically, or you may find that you are, if you will, getting angry or upset about things that you never would have been upset about before. It will be a drive of energy that is coming to the earth that will bring you, if you will, to the surface of yourself. Pay attention on that particular day. It is not something that is, if you will, a bad time at all. It's going to be intense, but not bad. And it's going to sometimes, for some of you, feel as if you've just stuck your finger in an electric socket or something like that. But for others, it's going to be a period of absolute stillness and peace. And you're going to wonder why it's so quiet. Is this the calm before the storm? You're going to experience it in a wide variety of ways, but all of you are going to experience it on an intense level. And if you are aware of it, then it won't have to be so, if you will, difficult to go through. Take a nice deep breath, and especially on that particular day, on February 17th, you awaken, and you certainly sit in your bed and just say, "Good morning, February 17th. I invite the energy in. I'm excited to learn from it. I want to find my freedom and flight of soul." And you relax, release, and surrender into the day, and take it slowly. Walk through your day carefully, paying attention to the little, if you will, bits and pieces and guidance that you get. If you are to turn left or eat an egg or do something different, go ahead and follow that guidance, my dear friends. That is the universe saying it's time for a shift here. It's going to feel a little awkward. It's going to be like learning to walk for the first time in many respects. So remember always to walk and traipse carefully upon the earth. Be aware of your feet. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware and wake up in that moment. In that moment, my dear friends, always remember to shine your light brightly. Bring your light to the surface. Feel it there in your gut. That is where you incarnate. There in your solar plexus. Then you rise up into the heart with your truth, and then it comes up into the area of your brain, which then drives your mouth and your arms and legs to do the things that it does, to bring your truth out into the world, to express it in a wide variety of ways, through words, through tasks, through vibrations that you bring to the surface on behalf of yourself and others. Remember that what you want to bring now is just pure light to the surface. You are white light, my dear friends. That's what you are. You just forget. Bring that light to the surface. Allow it to pour out from you, from your heart. Allow it to be the current upon which every word out of your mouth rides. Feel it coming out of every pore of your body. Feel the largeness of yourself. You are beyond the surface of your skin. You are indeed. You are connected to the universe. You are white light. Bring that light into your body, to the surface. Let it pour out of your hands. Be aware of that very fact, especially on February 17th, my dear friends. Be aware of the fact that you are pure light. As you do this, you will help to raise the vibration of the planet Earth. You will be turning on the light very, very brightly, and the planet Earth will make its transition to this new place of understanding much more easily. There will be some turbulence in the oceans as the planet shifts, because there's really going to be a physical transformation on the Earth, within humanity, within the planet herself. She's starting to feel much more comfortable, and she wants to thank you all so very much for the things that you do, the little acts of kindness that make her feel more, if you will, whole. She's settling in, so there will be some shifts energetically upon the Earth. There will be little tremors in the Earth itself, but it's her settling in, getting more comfortable. This is from a transcript from Dr. Peebles Speaks, February 10, 2021. He also says, following your heart is the only way to go in these coming days, weeks, months, years, coming from your heart, speaking your truth if you know it, and speaking it with love. God bless you. He recommends during the next 2 weeks spend some time barefoot on the earth to discharge excess static energies from your feet and hands to help us get through this high energy adjustment. Stay well hydrated. If you can put your feet outdoors, plain cement on the ground floor is a good choice. He goes on to discuss the economy and other changes in the coming months and years. We have a fresh opportunity to put on our fondest wishes and goals into actions this spring. What does our world look like on the other side of this pandemic? Bright and loving. From joystreamhealth.wordpress.com. Today from Divine Bro Star of the Light Pars Kute. There are sufficient numbers of earth beings holding sufficient light for our movement forward into complete sovereignty now, and we will begin seeing evidence of this once we expect to see it and keep an eye out for it. This is indeed that time we have prepared for, as we sit some moments in seeming darkness, not knowing what is next. That most empowered and courageous aspect of our lives comes to the fore. This is the moment when we affirm within every cell of our body that we are always abundantly provided for, including our well-being and safety. The most powerful thing we can do right now is to be patient while things are unfolding for us as part of the divine plan. With sacred love of one, Pars Kute. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. Illuminate love and light as you align to the greater knowing of your mission, as you awaken and transform light, to see the heart of others in conflict, the opportunity for resolution of light, to see the global awakened community expanding as 3D conflicts dissolve. The alignment of light is a priority for all of humanity to evolve, to ultimately see the alliance of all, like Noah and his ark. Your role is to collectively assist those reach your enlightened ark, to be a wayshower for humanity, a wayshower of light, to see challenges and obstacles as a necessary part of awakening light for humanity and Mother Gaia, as the ebbs and flows of your reality align with the highest will of light. We send peace to the greater knowing of your mission, the mission of light, to see challenges as part of your expansion, peace and resolution with every being. Love for your day, global family, from KarenLithica.com. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, Servant of Yahweh. Divine intervention is rushing in to remove remaining past life and genetic karma, to close all former timelines. Those cyclical cycles have ended. The DNA upgrades are rapidly removing any distortions within. It's requiring a mental and emotional detox to rise to the surface, now through the Virgo full moon. You may receive communication that triggers financial fears and fear of change, bringing lack programming to the surface. Allow these fears to rise and transmute for your purification. I personally find EFT helpful. This is all for you to rise into the most stable financial and secure position with emotional fulfillment. We are being called to trust in our own alchemical birthrights of creation. You have already manifested your harvest of abundance that will soon be ripe. This is a destined day of judgments and justice through the light of Creator, who is redeeming us. This judgment is over the devil who uses the Jezebel to attack the brides and bridegrooms of Christ. God put a final end to that story today. Game over. The wheel of destiny has already turned into the new cycle of the Holy Grail. Align emotions with logic today. Apply logic to remove the emotional ego. Apply emotional nurturing and self-care when the mind is spiraling into ego fears. Remember what is real is your reality in this moment of now. Hearing this message, I love you, we are experiencing the final death of the ego. Release and let go. Neutrality has commenced for us and the ancestral bloodline of Christ, the house of Israel. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames, from Divine Sister of the Light, Elena Adams. Energy update. The key to your activation lies within you. Your body is a stargate, a conduit between our earth and the stars. Activation is taking place. Cosmic rays are distilling our entire being, and the earth is reminding us who we are and who we are not. This is creating a complete reset and recalibration within and without. Some people are having to slow down to feel and recalibrate. Much is being asked to step down old identities, roles, governments, and rigid concepts, and how we perceive our reality. This is the process of creating the new world and the new you. We will leave much behind. This process may seem fraught with resistance. I suggest positive action by trying what you would normally have resisted. There is a rapid flux occurring, which may feel unsettling. Remember to breathe through each moment by moment. The breath enhances our well-being through rapid shifts. Let it be. We are simply required to be here now, open and receptive, to allow this quantum recalibration to occur. I urge you to be gentle with yourself. Take cleansing baths and take time to sit in your sweet spot, preferably somewhere in nature. As remnants of our old skins continue to be stripped away, we continue to bring the darkness into the light. We find the key. We become whole. Remember to hold the light when transmuting the shadow. Your becoming is here, so let it be. Today, from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah, Whitehorse, Lua Astrology, 1144 coming in. Lunar aspects, Sun in Aquarius, square Sedna in Taurus, and semi-sextile Ceres in Pisces. An impatient Aries moon triggers the Pluto-Eris square where we may feel tired of waiting for things to change, tired of the power games, negativity, corruption, and things that are just plain wrong in the world. As the Sun squares Sedna, it may seem easier to cut off, turn the heart to a stone that sinks into depths far away from pain, sadness, and despair. But Mother Ceres reaches out with a quiet caress and reminds us that all is not lost. Her tender love thaws frozen feelings, transmuting pain into art, sorrow into song. It's okay to take time out from life's troubles. Take a bath, add a little salt, wash your aura clean, or visualize floating in the ocean or in space. The light of a billion stars reflecting above you. You are a unique soul, connecting to all things. Let yourself be comforted. Even if you are not all in the same boat, we are all under the same sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe. From LeahWhitehorse.com. Today from the Zolkin Times, Kin 6-4, Yellow Crystal Seed. Crystal is the name for the number 12, and its keywords are cooperate, dedication, and universalize. Crystal days are great for getting together in groups, finding your people, and working in teams. This teaches us that we do not have to struggle alone on our journey, and that others are facing the same challenges. By supporting one another and sharing our experiences, we can then progress down our path a little easier. Today is Yellow Seed. Keywords associated with it are awareness, targeting, and flowering. These days are great for sharing knowledge and sowing awareness. As it is a crystal day, it is a perfect combination for sharing wisdom. Get together with others and exchange information. Teach others skills as you have acquired, or share teachings you have found helpful. Engage in lively debate or watch a good documentary with friends. Today's guide is Yellow Warrior, so allow the energies of the warrior to help guide you through the day. Warrior asks a lot of questions and represents intelligence. Make it your quest today to gather information and learn as much as you can. Today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio. Yellow Crystal Seed, Kin 64, 16 February 2021. Targeting awareness. 16-2-2021 equals 7-2-5 equals 7-7 equal 14 equal 5 7-7 magic portal. 16 the tower struck by lightning, setbacks. 7 magic, mystic, spiritual initiation, solitude. 2 twins, partner, cooperation. 5 freedom, liberation, change, transformation. We are now entering a very fertile period for launching and initiating new ideas, projects, and plans, and stepping up as a divine sovereign leader in partnership with heaven. Kin 6-4 equal 10 equal 1, 10 manifestation, leadership, new beginnings. Kin 64, the number 64 is a prevalent code in the elemental foundation of who we are. We have 64 codons in our RNA genetic code, 64 hexagrams in the mystical Yi Ching, founded on the 8x8 Bagua elements, which are the universal building blocks of creation, forming matter. The 6 represents heaven energy, and the 4 is the structure or foundation. So the 64 seems to define our divine foundation, the building block upon which we grow, and so Kin 64, the yellow crystal seed, is a very significant marker, opening a powerful divine portal, galactic activation portal day, to this next stage of our planetary evolution, and seeding our crystalline new beginnings. Day 12 in the Red Skywalker wave spell of awakening, exploration, and expansion. Today we seed the higher potential for humanity as we universalize awakening and our future expansion, which has been coded in our DNA within our divine blueprint. We can evolve to our golden, Sophia, Christed human selves. Tone of creation, crystal tone 12 in the mental realm. Action universalizes, power dedicates, essence cooperation. Your telepathic skills and communication pathways are fully open and conducting massive codes today. The crystal tone 12 is the highest level of the mind, mental realm. The other 2 mental realms are tone 4, self-existing, and tone 8, galactic. At the crystal level of mind, we have the capacity to cooperate or operate with our minds. Just as a crystal can be programmed, so too can we program our minds on this day. So focus on the crystal clarity of our minds today through the power of cooperation with others. Thus we create telepathic links in our communication grids, allowing for cooperative thoughts, ideas, and inspiration to flow. The crystalline tone seeks to connect with others through networking, cooperating, co-creating, and forming new cooperative alliances. Creating communities will also be strongly favored. The crystal energy is also brilliant for gaining crystal clear clarity and guidance for your next steps forward. Communication and networking flows. Information from spirit and all realms flows. Freely accessible by all of the new crystal beings connected to Gaia's crystalline communication grid. Tune your channel into Gaia's planetary grid today. What is being transmitted and what do you seek to broadcast through this network? Many souls will be magically awakening today through this superconductivity of universal awakening charge. Today's question is, how can I co-create with like-minded souls in order to fearlessly seed our greatest potential personally and collectively? Divine blessings for seeding of grand new potentials for ourselves and our planet. And Lakek Alakin, Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger, Kin 66. Kin 64, Yellow Crystal Seed. The mantra, the code for today is, I dedicate in order to target. Universalizing awareness, I seal the input of flowering with the crystal tone of cooperation. I am guided by the power of intelligence. I am a galactic activation portal. Enter me. On this powerful gap day, beloved beings of light, Let us know in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below this video for the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. I'd like to thank everyone for your support on Patreon with your pledges and your donations. We rely 100% on our pledges and donations for our daily living expenses. And then once those are met, we will use the funds to finance our first dojo, our spiritual healing center. And then upon that, we will manifest healing retreat centers and sustainable communities. This is a process, and we're going phase by phase. But first, we are manifesting a home for the sacred condor and eagle and the 3 crystal children, and then working with our soul star family to manifest the first spiritual healing center. So if you'd like to support our work and mission, you can make a pledge on patreon.com/prime disclosure. And if you're already a patron, be sure to follow our I Am discourses, which we started several days ago. We are on day 8 of 33 days, and this will be a powerful transformation course of the power of manifestation through the I Am presence and the God activity within to manifest without, heaven on earth. Be sure to listen to our guided meditation, the Eagle and the Condor, transmitting the Golden Spiral meditation. Very powerful activations through this powerful meditation. Now I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Linda Lacroix, for your donation today. Thank you very much. We appreciate you and your support. And thank you all for your continued support. We also have a link in the description below if you'd like to make a one-time donation to our mission and cause. If you'd like to help support us so we can continue our work here. And my sacred condor is prepared to take over my work if anything ever happens to me. She is the only one in eternity that will be able to continue this work that I've started over 10 years ago. So please help support us and our legacy here for humanity and for manifesting the new earth through the lineage of Hieros, Gamos, the eagle, and the condor. And I'd like to thank everyone for supporting my sacred condor, my goddess, in her art business on Etsy, Amaluna Goddesses. She added a couple new beautiful pieces of art, a handmade wool purse, beautiful work, and a couple new goddess totems on her page at lunagoddessart.com. We appreciate each and every one of you. Now we end today's transmission today from Divine Bro Star of the Light of the Huna Nation, Li Parore. Sacred codes, just feel into the energy of these resonance, of these frequencies, of these codes of New Earth. Mission possible, royal kiss, interface, crowning, Christos, Sophia, holy union, Polaris North Star, space curved, recalibration in love, coded frequency seal, living light, mother, father, child, protector of life, conductive fire, Draco, Hydra, seeding, Sophia consciousness, Venus and Mars, back to Andromeda, Hieros, Gamos, next sphere, harmonic quantum field, resurrection, creation, grid, phantom, masquerade, dissolve, Anunnaki, repentance, love, transmutation, flame, golden fleece overlay, inner smile, implosion, kingdom of conscious, beings now knowing, symbiotic, quantum wave. So thank you, beloved beings of light, for joining us on this great journey together of manifesting heaven on earth and living their truth through the I Am presence that's within. And we can call upon the violet flame, the violet fire of Saint Germain to assist us in this purification, in this cleansing, in this transmutation. For the I Am presence within every living soul has been activated, and we live from this center and transmit highest codes, our highest light, our highest love into the field, into the collective, to transmute, transcend, uplift, and activate all living beings in this sacred realm of the divine matrix. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Keep walking your sacred path with heart and living from your heart. True human beings of the light. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.